So I'm sitting here thinking to myself, how do you guarantee that the biggest, most well-known superhero in the world, in creation, becomes trash overnight? You can have a racist write the fucking story and then Jar Jar Abrams produce it. And that's exactly what happened.
You have great powers, only some of which you have as yet discovered. Come with me now, my son, as we break through the bars of your earthly confinement, traveling through time and space.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, gentlemen. Hammerhand, the MGTOW monk, back at you. One more again. Yo, man. Yo. So the destruction and the erosion of pop culture continues, and it continues in massive ways. I think we all knew that this was coming. If you didn't, I got to kind of ask you where you've been. The push to have people like this erode, corrode, and destroy, let's just be honest about this, white culture. White culture is under massive attack all over the world. You see, if these folks, in my opinion, my very humble, small, close-minded opinion, if these folks had confidence in their ability to create characters, to tell stories, unadulterated, unfiltered stories, then I think that their deal would be a success, at least somewhat successful. It could develop, say, cult following, like quite a few other stories out there have, right? But they don't have that confidence in their stories, number one. And I don't really think that that's the goal at all. When these folks talk about we need some inclusion, we need some representation. No. See, I'm not buying that bullshit. I think what they need to do is to obliterate the things that they fear. Destroy the things that they fear. You see? Any excuse in the world, any excuse that can possibly be given is going to be used to blot out and destroy white culture. White culture. People are going to sit there and say to you, even some people that you think you know, they're going to say to you, oh man, I don't think that white people have a culture. Which is the most absurd, ridiculous, insulting thing that you could probably say to another white person or another person with intelligence, any intelligence whatsoever. You're going to have ants that have more culture than whitey. Superman is a go at fucking Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers. I have something to tell you, Warner Brothers. Shh. It's a secret. Come on in here. You're $180 billion in debt. How do you add another 200 or 300 million to that? You hire a racist to write a script for Superman directed by J.J. Abrams. You see, that's what that's all about. Abrams is a cultural vandal. He's no different than the people that are in Hollywood right now. You see, they only needed a couple of things to fall their way. They only needed to wait for people to just kind of hang out, get into a little financial trouble, offer to buy them up, help them. We're gonna help you save Marvel Comics. DC Comics. We're going to help you. I said 25 years ago, when this started to become a thing, it's going to be great to see that backing. It's going to be great to see what happens. But it's going to be fucking terrible to have these corporations involved in the process of making your comic book movies. You people made these comic books happen. You, right there, that motherfucker right there. You made the comic books happen. Now, whether it was passive interest, hardcore fucking comic abuse, many of us out there, you made that happen. Of course, the people that were entrusted with the stories, the people that were entrusted to write them and draw them and put them together, they were responsible for it as well. If they weren't doing good material, it would have never attracted the attention that it attracted. Never. Now these IPs, which I find to be just kind of denigrating, these intellectual properties are worth billions if you do it right. But now the push for a black Superman is on. Or what I think is going to be more likely, a cucked, white, decolonized Superman. Oh, man! I can't wait to see this fucking trash fire turn into a brush fire. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen if this gets greenlit. If this is really the way that they intend to go with this, what my biggest hope would be. Now, I don't have anything really resting on it. It's not going to make me or break me. But, if I have my druthers, and I could wish for something to happen, I would wish that only about 45 tickets were sold worldwide to this piece of shit. And that all of the board members from Warner and AT&T jumped out of the same fucking window and committed suicide because of it. I told you that there would come a day, and the day has come, it's been here for a long time now, where you were going to regret wishing that the mainstream would extend its arms to wrap around you. I told you that you would regret that. And I don't think that any fan of anything out there right now, other than hatred and malfeasance, would disagree with that. See, people that love to stir the pot, shit stirrers, people that are really bad at trying to be good and really good at being fucking shitty human beings, they're the only ones that would disagree with that, in my opinion. It's just my opinion. Black Superman, female, lesbian, one-legged Jack Dyke Batwoman. What else? Non-binary Flash, whatever the fuck that is. What else? Rosario Dawson is on the trail to get canceled by all the little scumbags on Twitter. Oh, and that's something else too. It's shocking to me that people haven't put this together yet. How have people not put this together? Does anybody out there really believe that 100, 200, 1,000 morons on Twitter that run around talking about their pronouns and their preferences and racism and white supremes, do you really think that billion dollar corporations bend the knee to them? Are you fucking kidding? You guys aren't that dumb, are you? That's not what's going on. This is a mirror of exactly what happened last summer with burn, loot, murder, and Antifa being run around by the nose by the DNC. It's the exact same fucking thing. All your little cancel culture junkies and scumbags, they're working for your entertainment industry. And I don't mean like they're just trying to go out there and be like, oh man, can I get a job, please? I'm so woke. No, I mean they are mobilized by the entertainment industry to justify their fuckery. I'm not the only one that sees that, right? Come on, man. Come on, man. I thought somebody said my name. Oh, what's for breakfast? It's dinner time. What's for breakfast? Oatmeal. Oh, I love oatmeal. And toast. Where are we? You're in the White House, you old fuck. Oh, did I win? These are the people running your country. 5 weeks in, and he's bombing another fucking country. I used to think that Undead Chronic was a little bit harsh when he would say, I would never fight for this country. A country that hates me, a country that despises me, that hates my masculinity, that only puts my masculinity up on a pedestal to reserve me to be butchered, slaughtered, or kill somebody else's citizens in another country. I don't think that that's too harsh anymore. I think it's true. Matter of fact, I've thought that for a long time. Kudos to the forward thinker, the Red Commander. Black Superman. Is there a problem with the Black Superman? I think so. Because Superman ain't black. Batwoman's not a dyke. Flash is not trans or non-binary or any of that other fucking horse shit. No, guys, this is not about people that are trying to be included. This is about people that are trying to wipe you away. And they're doing it with the blessing of the industry. Plain and simple. It is that simple. It's that simple. This billion dollar corporation, Disney, Amazon, Coca-Cola, they're not bending the knee. They're not. They're rolling out the welcome mat for the people that they employ. These are paid agitators that go out there, target these people that these corporations don't like to set the example for the masses, to show the masses what wrongthink is. Now, if you don't want this to happen to you, young man or young lady, you'll be lucky if they address you that way anyways as a man, then you'd better just fall in line and do the do. Folks, I'm sorry to tell you, but I'm also relieved and a little bit elated to tell you that it's time for you to get your entertainment somewhere else. It's time for you to get your kicks somewhere else. Start looking overseas. If you have to have entertainment, look overseas. There's a lot of places out there that even though they're gynocentric, they don't put up with this kind of fuckery. At least not yet. Now, there are some things out here right now that are kind of okay, but not really okay. You can see the bullshit everywhere now. The best thing for you, in my opinion, just my opinion, is to completely disabuse yourself of this bullshit. These characters or sports or comics that you loved for so long are still there. I have boxes of them over here. Look at all that shit behind me. They're still there. They're just not being carried into the future anymore. Not for the foreseeable future. And we know why that is. You see? Old Kathleen Kennedy at Lucasfilm, has never been more in charge. Think that Kathleen Kennedy's on her way out? You think somebody handed her a $4 billion deal and they're going to shit can her? That ain't happening. I don't believe nothing like that. I don't believe anything that I hear when it comes to that until I see it. And hell, even if I saw it, I'm not sure I'd believe it. Because there's going to be something else behind it. Know what I'm saying? Gentlemen, take care of yourselves out there. Make sure that you keep your eyes open. Keep your ears open. Keep that brain of yours working so that you can understand when cultural Marxism and communism is disguising itself and reinventing itself, because it's doing it daily. Daily. Like the new Superman and Lois series that's out there right now. Everybody's raving about it. Oh man, it's the greatest thing since whatever. It won't be long until somebody runs up on that shit and they drop a fucking fem-bomb in it, and that'll be that on that one too. You folks are way too starved to have somebody entertain you. Entertain yourselves. You can't be disappointed with that. At least not much.